Grab your Lego bricks, maybe stack up some leaves, and get inspired.
And that's what I did. To start off, I gave a chance to these relatively new leaf pieces. They work as a sort of larger version of the little ones I have, and when combined, they create a nice and bushy light green foliage. In addition, I added in some vines just for that extra detail, and the wood has a lot of curvature. It grows a strong trunk from the ground and then kinda wiggles around and branches out. That is partially because I used a rounded plate with bars, which has also enabled me to add a bird nest that in my opinion contributes to the cuteness. In the higher level is where Technic tubes made the branching out possible and aesthetic at the same time. The branches themselves are built from two kinds of pieces, and there's some interesting kinds at that. Overall, a pleasantly looking Lego tree that also has a bird in it, so you gotta give it a like before I move on. 2. A palm tree. Well, this one isn't an ordinary palm, as I came up with the challenge of not using pieces that were specifically designed for building palms, which Lego has made several types of, and I actually think that it makes builders forget that there are a bunch of other original ways to build the palm leaves by themselves. So the way I did it, I took these crown/eggshell pieces and I used them as leaf sheaths. I put an axle on top because I wanted to stack multiple layers to create the crown. I would describe the first layer as clip assemblies connected to this octagonal bar frame. You can also see the use of gold sai, which is these Okinawan weapons, and it seemed like a totally dumb idea to put them there, which is like precisely why I did it. The second layer has the same fundamentals, although there are new, more pointed leaves. Now these are all taken from a succulent that appeared in a botanical set. Same goes for the third and the last layer. The bar frame is no longer there, but there is instead an axle connector hub extended by 3 other connectors and finished with 3 big pointed leaves. After I had slid it all on the axle, the top was yet uncovered, which was an easy fix with a rounded 2x2. Yep, so there was the crown. It seemed like a little complicated to put together. The trunk on the other hand remains without much detail. If I had like 30 of those eggshells in some nice brown color, then we'd be talking. But for now, let's move on to possibly my favorite, which stems from the fact that it is a 3-stemmed birch, and for some reason that just sounds magical. Starting at the green stuff, I opted for this design that I repeated over and over again. Then I ran out of this kind of leaf pieces, which is a shame. However, I think the trunks compensated. They start in black at the ground, then they are made up of more white pieces going upwards, including a pretty old brick. As a matter of fact, it comes from a 2007 Make and Create box, where 2 of them were used as eyes of a rather strange looking dog, but it looks like a knot as well, with a bit of imagination though. After that, I didn't envision the trees to go straight up. I wanted to keep the natural feel, so I put these joints, which are simply studs with bars clipped together, in between the cylinder pieces. The NPU mention of the day goes to the soldier helmets used as tufts of grass. Altogether, and in my humble opinion, I'd say I did a fairly good job with the trees, and maybe I'll return to it someday and build a few more. So just let me know what you think, which designs have you found stylish, and what I could have done differently. Like and subscribe, and see you next time.